Guys, another unit conversion video. This time we're looking to convert from milliliters to liters. So milliliters are a very small unit, liters are much bigger. It's like saying I'm going to go from teaspoons to gallons. So there's going to be a lot of teaspoons in gallons. In this instance, there's going to be a lot of milliliters in liters. Let's get started. So you're given a bottle of 50 milliliters of acetic acid, which is concentrated vinegar. So that you're given 50 milliliters. So that's 50 milliliters. And I'm just going to write acetic acid with AC. Okay, so that's the abbreviation for acetic acid that we're going to use. What you need to know is that there's 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. And I'm just going to abbreviate that L. Milliliters abbreviated ml. We're going to use this for our conversion factor. We're going to write, in this example, 1,000 milliliters on top in the numerator, and we're going to say that corresponds with 1 liter. So the equivalent number is just different units, equivalent amounts, I should say. The other option for B is we're going to write the liters in the numerator, and we're going to write the milliliters in the denominator. So keep in mind, this is what you know. This isn't in the question. This is what you are this is what you should know about the conversions. We want liters of acetic acid. Now I am going to go ahead and put acetic acid over here as well, so we can just keep track of the chemical we're working with. And just remember, AC stands, that's our abbreviation, our, if you will, way of writing acetic acid instead of writing the whole thing out. Given, multiplied by want, divide by no. Our given is 50 milliliters of acetic acid. Done. We're going to multiply that by, and we are looking for milliliters of acetic acid. That must be over here in the denominator. Okay, so when we look around, we realize that B is what has it. By the way, we are not going to be using C or D for this conversion because this is a very straightforward conversion. We're just going to copy this down here. So 1 liter acetic acid is the equivalent of 1,000 milliliters of acetic acid. So milliliters, acetic acid cancel out. It's just the units we're canceling out. So this is 50 multiplied by 1 liter divided by 1,000. And that's 1 liter of acetic acid. Cancel that out. So now you've got 5 divided by 100. Okay, that's not too difficult. So here we go, 5 divided by 100. And we're going to keep the liters. There's 1 liter of acetic acid. So here you've got to understand that the acetic acid, the liters, it's going to be a fraction of the 50 because it is a smallish number, okay, for liters. So for every 0, the decimal is going to move leftwards 1. Okay, so if you divide 0.5 by 100, you're going to get 0.05 liters of acetic acid. And we just multiplied that by 1. So that is the amount of acetic acid. This, however, is not expressed in scientific notation. So we're trying to express this in scientific notation, you're going to have to move the decimal rightwards to after the 5. So we go 5.0 liters. Actually, I misspoke. It's 5.0, whoops, times 10. And we've moved it 2 decimals, but the decimal moved from left to right while we were trying to convert this into scientific notation. So it was 5.0 times 10 to the second, and left to right, therefore it is negative liters of acetic acid. A little bit confusing there, guys. So one more time. We got 5 divided by 100 after simplifying it. For every 0, the decimal moves to the left 1. When we divide by 100, it moves twice. So the decimal moved from in front of the 5 to the left of the 0, right there. At that point in time, we had 0.05 liters acetic acid, However, we want to express this in scientific notation. To do that, the decimal has to go after the first non-zero number. In order to do that, we had to move the decimal 2 places over to the right, which we did. And because we moved it 2 places to the right, we've got to account for that in this 10. So we multiply it by 10, and the exponent is 2, and it is a negative 2 because this decimal moved from left to right. That's the important thing. And so your answer is 5.0 times 10 to the 2 liters of acetic acid. Again, it's a very small number of liters. Little confusing, but I hope that helped. Bye.